tonight's of about thinking of Monday Night Raw is tonight. So here's all the results is right here on my bottom. So if you like this video of tonight's Monday Night Raw, then don't forget to say like subscribe and get one notification below on my screen below on my bottom of my screen. And don't forget to smash the bell on the top right there on give me a thumbs up for that. So acting about tonight's Monday Night Raw was a perfect entire show. So let's go break down tonight on Monday Night Raw. Here's it wasn't anything about tonight's. So let's kick this off right here. So Attitude is speaking about the entire career. So I'll go with Monday Night Raw. I'll go with without. I'll say 8. I'll say 8 without a 9. So this is a great Raw show tonight, entire show. So let's go live right here. So first off we have the kicking off. We have Wayne Garcia going to the entire career early of top superstars. So Justin was arriving at the area in Belfast before, and we went live in the area for going to entrance. After the ring, Garcia was all he was smiles. He made his way to the ring. And listened to a chorus of booze in a sense of you tapped out. After he only spoke for about in a few minutes, music was heard before. After he was to interrupt by the Formula One AJ Styles, who will silence going to be a rematch at the Royal Rumble. Daniel Wynn going to bring said he has plans to win at the Rumble, and you doesn't feel like playing double duty. So I was thinking to AJ Styles causing him a brain scared and was funny took the smile off Gunner's face. Daniel said a title career Kato, and he said he will do the rematch with Styles, put his entire career on the line. AJ Styles didn't give him this answer, and Gunter walked off and let him think about it to end the entire assessment. So yes, it was a distant things between the two rivalries to set up their next encounter. It was nothing and groundbreaking, but they played their parts well. After we saw the three McConnells has arrived at certain area, Davy brought a whole lesser company, but still has three discovered white guys, and cosplaying has just listeners, so the gimmick might have been funny once, but it's not anymore. So and it was trying to end of entire career. It is a good way to keep Gunter busy while he is not chasing a title, so the gimmick works for him. So here's the next match. We have Becky Lynch. We can go 1-on-1 against Maxine Dupree. I did up last time in full absence of Becky Lynch, all defeating Maxine Dupree on January the 5th. So I default to a 6th time since the between the feud with a women's division has started. After between Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch stepped into the ring into a fight, it was turning over the women's Intercontinental Championship before the title match. After the title has been surprised, Maxine Dupree in ring said she wanted to be her corner tonight. After the man took a 12 moment, but Maxine Dupree took her down with a twist press, and then a more had her in ankle lock hold, and Becky Lynch was sent out of the entire ring and taken down with a cannonball from the apron. So also even true, she might not be at this level of a lot of main roster talents. You could see this market and parliament in Maxine Dupree and Adrian Brody since this feud has begun. And just working with a like Becky Lynch onto the role has luckily helped, but training with Natalya is not such a part of the full storyline, I think. Maxine Dupree has been putting in a lot of work to improve, and it has finally helped. And she looked more confident in the title way, and she moved around to the ring, and having Becky Lynch as a dance partner and help her look even better. So it just might not to end up on many top lists on the best matches of the week. But it might be the best they have done since this feud began, in part of the reason why is that and they had the opponent's awkward moments and a big mistake during in just one. Idea of Natalya Burry of Maxine Dupree was pretty preemptible, but it was done. We'll add it between having Maxine Dupree see it right in front of his eyes. It was before turning around and taking Becky Lynch's finisher was a good way to tie up this feud and while the beginning a new story for Nani, Neidhart, and Maxine Dupree. After of Natalya attacked Maxine Dupree after Becky Lynch had left with her towel, Cody turning her hair torn, this baby face, and taking off her and Dupree this feud. I guess the crowd was on Maxine Dupree's side as a Queen of Hearts. This beat her down muscularly and the winner on this match, Becky Lynch. I think it's kind of wild that these two have had 6 TV matches since back in August. I think discovered pro wrestlers are almost always still injured home, constantly whether they are a heel or my babyface, but Becky Lynch got a lot of booze this week. So Madison Dupree is starting to take more risk. It's a title ring. It has benefit in her quote a bit the way Dupree just kept up his quiet and kind of cool. So we have 6-man tag team match. We have set of forces against Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee. I think the last time in 4 matches, Rey Mysterio on defeating Austin Theory on Raw on December 29th. Dragon Lee and Penta on defeating set of forces on Raw on December 4th. So obviously after a couple of minor backstage at Tyler last night, it was referring to Paul Heyman. And he said, how's your day, Adam Pales? And he asked. So, my day was good, Paul Heyman. It was good. So, and Paul Heyman was walking in and talked with Adam Pales. And he said, so, I know you had my games. I'll see you at the ringside tonight. So, Adam and Submit Day said also music hit into the area, and he made his way to the ring. Through the crowd, he gave a quick pummel sword from the stands about declaring himself as a Royal Rumble. After a break, Austin Theory and Logan Paul and Bronson Reed took on Rey Mysterio and Penta and Dragon Lee in a 6-man match. After the first couple of minutes, made a back and forth fight with both teams making a quick tags to stay fresh, and we saw Austin Theory against Dragon Lee and Logan Paul against Penta and Mysterio against Bronson Reed. But once the forces had Rey Mysterio has wasn't carried was coming, they took some time to punish him with Triple Team, and just Tastic has all 3 men took and a man took turns into the title ring with a high follow. And this was a fast-paced match with some fun spots and just creative moments, avoiding all compares, and just is kind of about that's hard not to enjoy because it's had so many fun things. Rey Mysterio and Penta and Dragon Lee were the top stars of this bout, and due to high-flying offense, but the opponents looked good too, and the crowd was hot from to the start too. To finish with just one and Adam Pearce opponent Austin Theory from losing to the Blaze Knuckles. And he was arguing with Paul Heyman at the ringside, so him dropped them. So Rey Mysterio has ended up losing to just nuts on Austin Theory, allowing Penta to hit the Mexican Destroyer on him for the win. And the winner of this match, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta. I mean, to Grayson Waller was pretty funny into the quick and tight assessment with the New Day and Adam Pearce impels us to emulate that. Agent of Logan Paul has gotten better at the little things between the big spots, so a triple drop kick, a spot with Austin Theory, mistaking us Lee, if the corner was very cool, so was the triple dive spot a moment later. I just took a look at just a controversy on Paul Heyman's face. It has a just China crowd was saying was hideous. I just said the way Boston Lee took Dragon Lee from a power bomb into a power slam. It was impulsive. So speaking to Io Sky, it really hypes for Saturday night main event. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky without either celebrate to hype their title match and coming up at Saturday night main event against Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. And Rhea Ripley said they have dominated number of games and will retain the titles. It was before above women's focus on the Royal Rumble. And we have accepted that Morgan and Perez came out of just like issues in response to Morgan said Ripley is going to turn on Io Sky because that is what she always does to her partners. I think after Overkill, Rodriguez attacked Ripley from behind to kickstart a 3-on-2. Exhausted, Submit Day has ended up against the battle of Ripley and Io Sky. So this felt like a copy and pasted a title assessment that we have seen hundreds of times in WWE. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything to write home about. Either, and they wanted give it much to work. And you also you can't blame this talent for the lack of mental. And Io Sky looked so excited during her entrance. I just said the camera angle they used for Raquel. Its neck attack was good and kept her out of fame until the last second. So here's the next match. We have Aguanya and Cameo against Stephon Evans. After last time in 4 S's, Aguanya and Cameo lost to Ethan Delfico AAA January 17th, and Stephon Evans on defeating Paul Marconio on Raw January 12th. After speaking to Bailey and Live Pocket had a Talent Bastion assassinate made they both but instead they were entitled to the Rumble was before we went to sit the ring for a cameo match against Stephon Evans. After that, a young Aussie came into the bout with Pretorius or a YO involved McConnell, so he was looking to go a three against the Scarborough Parsons has the duels. And they began with a quick scenes of takedowns on the pan attempts, but another man could get better and then at one count. And both men have pairs with the interval to the piece, but Stephon Evans seemed to have some open hand and bet more and then it acquired during the fourth half. After when we returned from the break, Stephon Evans was down outside the title ring, so McConnell was declared the winner. It appears Stephon Evans has suffered a real injury. It was escorted out of the area by Michigan's in medical forces and staff. So it wasn't due to the real life injury. We won't be pulling a grade for this match. We will wish to Stephon Evans the best in his full recovery and the winner of this match. Here on Monday, McConnell. So, and yes, it was a best moment when they were 20 pins with McConnell rolling off to Stephon Evans. It was before a count had even started. I just let a swing shot hitting from Stephon Evans is a cool spot, but sometimes it looks too slow compared to the rest of his moves. So here's the main event. We have CM Punk who goes 1-on-1 against Finn Balor. After last time in full, Asses of Punk has undefeating Barnacle on Raw, January 5th, and Patriot undefeating Finn Balor on SmackDown on November 24th. So, this week in the main event in Ireland, we saw CM Punk undefeating the world title against Finn Balor, who was hoping having his cosmic man into the title cloud will give him a as old champion. And yet when Finn Balor came out to hang with his old entrance music, and he didn't have anyone else from Judgment Day with him for but once. When they first launched Punk was getting booed when he took Finn Balor down, and they just headlocked, and they had pretty clean the scenes during the first half, and they were focusing more on the mat and wrestling than he was striking, but it was such a matter of time. So yes, it was before they started throwing shots and puzzles, and the artist crowd was forming in the bottom's column as he has started burning up a head of steam, so the fans were all on their feet with bottle kick out of the CTS. And this was a real piece match that didn't try to be any more than a good showcase for a two talented pro wrestlers. It was sparkly nice to see Infinite Mo has more of a top baby face. Again, after spending the last few years has a hair tone, but an interesting Punk kick out of the cover D gets your a message to hit CTS to get to the win. He was crossing the dreams of thousands of honest people at the same time. They had set the crowd on this edge of your seats, but you could feel the energy drop as the tired crowd to the moment, and part one with which is to be spent on your indies with the word constraints instance. The punk to bring off a fan bottle his hand to help him up, and his arm and up has a soul entirely so off his bed after the entire max, and they hug it out into the soul and has ended with a Punk to celebrate his win. And when this leads to Parliament, face chunk for Finn Bottle remains to be seen. So, in the winner of this match, CM Punk. Now between the best days, there was Asuka, and Kairi Sane had a warning at best days, and title assassinate. This it was before the main event. He was bringing back the model all into his music as a smart shoes. I like this part, like the old entrance. And it looked like Punk may have fallen a bill, even didn't plan doing this his bulldog home to the colonel. So here's a final word. So over the evening through, this was pretty different episode of Raw. I just think the main event made it feel like a bigger show than usual. So Savon Evans getting injured during his match with McConnell and Atlanta Cameo had a bit of devil on the title episode, but it had a couple of just highlights. But let's simply put on what might just be her best has a performance. He engaged against Becky Lynch. The 6-man match had a bunch of fun spots. That isn't a world title, but about the close the title show was the first time when Punk and Finn Balor have ever faced each other in a singles match. I just said the show did a good job having on this weekend Sunday night main event is this weekend while also keeping the Royal Rumble in focus. So also has a whole this was a scheduled full episode of Raw, but the main event is a 6-man match love taking the time to watch. So it was a really good show tonight. It was really good. So let me see on Twitter if we more notes here. So let me see here. So we hadn't heard from Drink Sausage Rock. So do you think Drink Sausage Rock going to Water Bubble when he comes back? Or WrestleMania 42? So what should you guys think of your thoughts about Drink Sausage Rock? So let me see here. On this Kenya Graves at home. So we will keep you guys update on Savon Evans has suffered an injury during his Raw match. So the entire match had to be called off. So it's kind of so we will keep you guys update on Savon Evans very, very soon. I hope he's has speedy recovery. So this was terrible sued by Savon Evans, but if he would have pushed to like C.J. McDonough, and he have finally gotten some push, but now that making to the office knows they never get pushed. I think so. So let's go between some more here. This is a few more notes left. So there's more to announce. So it talks of Royal Rumble. I'm gonna talk about that next video. So I think we saw it tonight of Adam Pearce. So don't you dare test an RXCM Adam Pearce in front of a boom. I think it was that this microphone guy is not paying attention to Lowell. So the boom is his mic, so he wanted to hit set of lights in either Dwayne or Nick Khan. Is that the secret caller, I think. So and then when I saw Paul Heyman, he was here at Adam Pearce and said, hey. So our hope is Triple H or The Rock spending following Adam Pearce, because Adam is a terrible CM for Raw, and Nick Aldis has clues. I really think so. So this was a part of just the entire show. I love this part of that. So thank you for watching. I will be back here on this Wednesday for a Daily Dynamite and so much more. So let's go to the polls.
Come in, Thursday.
Hold on, guys. Give me 1 minute. Let's just hit the polls. We have 33.3% like it, so tonight. 33.3 is alright, and 33.3 didn't like it. Let's go to my YouTube poll. Give me 1 minute here. So we have 86% liked it, yes so, 40% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So I'll be back here Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. Have a rest of your Monday, have a rest of your week. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.